The Petit Basset Griffon Vendéen, usually just referred to by the initials PBGV, has been traced to the Vendée region in France along the Atlantic coast as early as 1600. Known for its wiry coat and playful disposition, the PBGV is often called the scruffy dog or the happy dog, and they have a streak of independence. As a scent hound, they need lots of exercise. If they are not in a fenced enclosure, they should be walked on a leash since you never know when a scent will get their attention, causing them to take off on a pursuit. PBGVs love to hunt. However, they are also good at obedience, rally, agility, scent work, and conformation. They are wonderful with people and are generally friendly with other dogs. Let's meet a PBGV.
This is Champion Jolie's Elee in the Wood. PBGVs as hunting dogs, you want to start with the nose. You want a really good black nose. And their mustache and beard and ears trap the scent. When they put their heads down, their ears are down, and they follow the scent that way a little easier. You want a nice harsh coat that's weatherproof and thorn resistant. They do very well in both warm weather and cold weather, so they're all-weather dogs. We want nice, stout, firm, solid legs, good muscle strength. We want a lot of good conditioning on the dogs. We want to make sure that you have the coloring right. The dogs should have a white tail, and that's primarily for the hunter, so the hunter can see the dog in the brush. And the tail is an indicator of the activity that they're involved in. So when they're in very heavy scent, it can wag like crazy, go around in circles, so the tail is very expressive. Their coloring can be anything. It can be hair colored. This is a grizzle, hair grizzle. They're tricolor sometimes. They often have, but they're primarily white, and they have color patches on their bodies. Doesn't matter what they are. Oh, we want good feet. That's one of the things that we like on the dogs. Good feet. Can go miles. Cover a lot of ground. Yeah. And of course they're cute, which doesn't hurt. Hi, sweetie.
Let's go hunting. Scent hounds search for rabbits by using their nose. A good hunter understands where to spend most of its time searching with its nose on the ground looking for any evidence of a rabbit. They will search an area and, if they determine there are no rabbits, they will quickly move on to a new search area. Rabbits are a popular snack for predators such as coyotes and eagles, so rabbits are in danger both from the land and the air. For safety and security reasons, rabbits do not normally sit in the open. They will usually find a place to hide. Typically, this will be in a thicker underbrush. Clover and honeysuckle seem to be a favorite. A good hunter understands where rabbits tend to hide and will spend more time in cover, only venturing into open spaces as it moves from one section of thick cover to another. Once your dog begins to hunt, you would like the search to be systematic and complete. Keep in mind that these dogs were bred to help the owner literally feed his or her family. The value of the dog to the handler is its success in finding game for tonight's dinner. Good hunters are able to systematically work the field to ensure that if rabbits are there, the dog will find it. Also, it doesn't do the owner any good for the dog to find a rabbit hundreds of yards away. It is best if the dog works the area reasonably close to the handler, only moving on to new hunting grounds when the dog believes there are no rabbits. The dog is there to help the hunter. While the dog has a much more acute sense of smell than does its owner, sometimes the owner will want the dog to hunt in a particular area. For example, the owner may have heard something in the bushes while the dogs are hunting in an adjacent area. When there is a good working relationship between the dog and the owner, the dog should respond to commands from its owner to search a particular area. Tally-ho! The quarry has been found and the chase begins. Once a dog bumps a rabbit and the rabbit begins to run, several things should happen. First, the dog who finds the rabbit uses its voice to alert the other dogs in the pack that a rabbit has been found. Second, the other dogs in the pack should respond both by harking in, using their voices to acknowledge the rabbit has been found, and by following the lead dog in pursuit of the rabbit. The rabbit, while trying to avoid the dogs, will take off running. It could run down open paths hoping to outrun the dogs, or it could duck back into cover hoping to avoid detection. The dogs, during the pursuit, will continue to use their nose to detect where the rabbit has gone, because the rabbit will continue to deposit its scent on the ground as it flees, providing a trail for the dogs to follow. As the rabbit twists and turns during its escape, the dogs need to be able to continue to track the rabbit. When they lose the rabbit scent, the dogs will often return to the last place they were able to identify the rabbit's scent, or even back to the spot where the rabbit was originally discovered.
This is Tim. He's 11.
So tell us a little bit about your history with the PBGV.
Well, I first saw the PBGV in France, and I was immediately struck by how cool they looked. And years later, I got a hold of a breeder in Duluth and got my first PBGV.
So we're out here. It's a beautiful day. We're out with the rabbits. How did you get into hunting?
Okay, so the breeder said you should take your PBGV hunting, and I was aghast. I thought that meant guns and whatever. And then I came to find out that hunting with PBGVs is just the most wonderful, fun thing you can do. They love it. You're out there with these wonderful dogs and wonderful people. And so now that's like the reason why I have PBGVs, so I can hunt them.
Okay. So if you had an opportunity to speak to a prospective PBGV owner, what would you like to tell them?
I would definitely tell them to get into hunting with the PBGV, just because they're just natural at it, and you don't have to train them to do it. They get out there and it clicks, and it's so much fun to watch them and to hear them when they get on a rabbit. And no rabbits are injured. A lot of people have that concern when you say that you take your dog hunting that the rabbit will get hurt. But the point is not to catch the rabbit.
And this is West Wind, Storm and Norman. I've been involved in the breed since 1996, actually. Raising, showing them, and then in 2000 when they started the hunting, I got involved into that. And the more that they got clubs opened up, the more you get to hunt, obviously. It's just a lot of fun. Anybody can do it with their dogs. They don't have to be the prettiest show dog. You know, young, old. The same with the dogs, young, old. If they love to hunt, which most of them do, it's just a great time.
And how are they with people?
PBGVs generally love everybody, right? Yeah, PBGVs generally love everybody. You can raise them with cats and whatever else. They're good with them then if they're raised with that. But they do have a prey drive, so if you're walking down the street and they see a squirrel, well, you better hang on, because that's what they're bred to do. But they make good family pets. They don't really shed a whole lot, but you do have to make sure that they are secure. You can't have open gates or open doors. This is not a breed that you want to have getting loose down the driveway. And he's ready to go hunt, as you can see.
So if you could talk to a prospective owner, what would you tell them about the breed?
It's a very sweet, fun-loving breed. They have great personalities. I think the people that get hooked on them get hooked on their personalities, because they're just this outgoing, sweet, lovable dog, but they are a hound. So they do think with their nose a lot, which for some might be a drawback. You know, it's not a dog that you're going to necessarily win the best award in the obedience class. But that being said, they are a nice family dog. Get along great with kids and everything. And like I said, other dogs, cats, whatever they're raised with. But they are a hound and they are a scent hound, and that, you know, has to be kept in mind when somebody's thinking about a dog like this. You just don't take them to a park and let them loose, you know, so. But
What's the thing that brings you the most joy in owning your dog?
I guess them being happy every day. I mean, if they're not happy, it's not a PBGV, let's put it that way, or they're sick or something. Because that's what the breed is. That's kind of their nickname in France, is, you know, they're known as the happy hound, and that they are. And especially when you take them hunting and you see them doing what they were bred to do, you know, it's just great fun. Great exercise for man and beast. Right, Norm? Right? Yep. Yep.
Getting a dog is a very personal experience. Not all dogs are right for all people. When choosing to bring a new dog into your life, make sure it is right for you and the dog. PBGVs are wonderful companions. However, they do need exercise to be healthy and happy. Unless you have a fenced area, that means you'll be walking your dog on a leash. PBGVs are very friendly, which means that it is not unusual for them to crawl into your lap while you are watching TV. And PBGVs will occasionally announce their presence with their voice. However brief their daily concerts might be, they are a joy to hear. If you are considering getting one or more PBGVs for your family, make sure you go to a reputable breeder. To learn more about the breed and to contact breeders, please visit the PBGV Club of America website, pbgv.org.